Hi everyone, my name is Tatjana and welcome to Dancyfood. This week I uploaded a few vlogs of a bachelorette party that I organized, which was so much fun but also a lot of work. Now I know that many of you would love to celebrate their bachelorette in Amsterdam as well, and when I was organizing mine, or the one of my BFF, I couldn't really find anything about it online. So I thought it might be a fun idea to make a video in which I tell you what I did and maybe you can learn from it. Now I know that planning a party can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming, so I hope that this video might work as a guidance for you to organize the most fun for your party. So you're about to plan a bachelorette party. How exciting! So the very first thing you want to do is think about the bride-to-be. Is she a very busy girl or is she more flexible with her time? I know that many bachelorette parties are organized as a surprise. But if your bride-to-be is a very busy girl, it might be handy to ask her for a few dates on which she's available, just to make sure that she's going to be present at her own party. If she's more flexible with her time, you might at least tell her the week in which the party will take place. That way, she can prepare herself as well mentally as physically. I mean, if you're gonna have a special day, you wouldn't want to feel or look like crap either, right? The second thing you should do is the guest list. Do you already know who your bride-to-be wants to have at her bachelorette party? Then great. If not, then ask her for a list of people she wants to celebrate with together with their contacts. In my opinion, it's always best to ask the bride. Some people, for example, really don't want to have their mom at their bachelorette and other people love it. So keep these things in mind because, again, you want to make her feel special. When you've acquired the guest list, it's time to contact them. You can now call them up individually, or with today's technology, you can simply just make a group chat, add all the girls, tell them what they're invited for, and then send them the list of optional dates, the one that the bride gave you beforehand. I love to work with two options because that gives you a little bit of planning wiggle room. For example, if you want to plan an activity and one of the dates isn't available, you'll still have the other option. Next up, budget. It's very important to determine early on how much money you are able to spend on the bachelorette. Most of the times, all the invitees will put in some money to together create a budget. The bride herself isn't usually paying for anything since this day is a gift to her from all the other girls. However, if you decide otherwise, of course, that is also totally fine. When creating a budget, it is very important to realize that not everyone has the same amount of money to spend. For example, the CEO of a company obviously has more money to spend than a student. You could ask each invitee privately how much money they can spend on the bachelorette party. If someone doesn't have the same amount of money to spend as you do, then simply just give them another option that will fit their budget better. Remember, this day is all about having fun and not about worrying whether or not you can pay your rent next month. So, now that you have your guest list, optional dates and budget, it's time for you to start brainstorming about what kind of party you want to organize. Again, keep the bride's wishes in mind here. Don't organize a stripper for her party when she hates strippers, or don't plan a high tea when she's dreaming of some Girls Gone Wild weekend. To start off, you can come up with a theme that kind of reminds you or is associated with the bride and start writing down all fun things associated with that theme, and then go from there, start Googling about your options. Questions you can ask yourself while doing this are where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Is it safe? Is it suitable for everyone? For example, if you're planning something with skydiving and there are a few girls among the invitees that are pregnant, then skydiving might not be the best option here. Remember, the day is about the bride, but everyone should be able to have fun. So once you've narrowed down what kind of party you want to organize and what kind of activities you want to do, it's time for you to contact companies that provide those activities. You can ask them about pricing and whether or not they provide group deals. If you're still not completely sure what kind of activities you want to do, then simply just ask the companies when you call them, because most of them can provide you with more information since they are the ones providing those activities. And simply just tell them about the kind of people you are, the kind of party you're having, and they can tell you which activity will fit your party best. Once you've collected all your information and made sure it fits your budget, it's time to make reservations. Make sure to spread out the activities throughout the day to provide the right amount of active moments and rest moments so that you won't be lost for anything to do or be so tired that you won't enjoy the next moment anymore. Also make sure that you have enough eat and drink moments in between so that everyone is well nourished throughout the day. We, for example, brought our own snacks and enough water bottles just to be sure. So which companies did we go for? I will put a written version of this video on my blog, and I will put the link of the video in the description box down below, just so you can print it out and do whatever, it might come in handy. The company that we used for most of our activities is called Amsterdam Bachelorette. We found that they had the best prices for what they offered, and they also had a lot of activities to choose from, so there's something fun for everyone. We also arranged our first transportation through them, the big fancy Hummer limo that you saw in the vlog. So through this company we did 3 activities. The first one was Old Dutch Naughty Games, where you play old traditional Dutch games with a naughty twist. Next up we did a very private kind of workshop, which was both informative as hilarious. And I'm not gonna mention what it was because I promised the other girls that we would keep that in between us. But it was a lot of fun. Lastly, we did a Pimp My Dildo class where we got to decorate and keep our own dildo, which was super fun. Also, we laughed so much and it was somehow also very therapeutic. I actually still have it. One second, I'll get it. So I'm back and this is the one that I decorated. How cute does this look? Also, they give this class in an art studio in the red light district in a old Amsterdam neighborhood, and that makes it so much special. Just walking there is so much fun. Cute! After that we had lunch and a party on our own private boat through the canals of Amsterdam. After a long search we found the right company for our party. The company we used is called Kinboat, and again they had the best price and quality for what we wanted. We went for the G-Star Raw boat. This one is quite big and it has the option to be fully closed off in case of a rainy day. Now, with the Dutch weather, the rain is a very important factor to consider when renting a boat. If you need a smaller or different kind of boat, they have a lot of options on boat rentals, and they come with their own captain, which is very convenient because you need a special license to drive a boat in the Amsterdam canals. We ordered lunch the day before and had it delivered at the starting point of the boat when we arrived. This way we made sure that we had enough fresh food for everyone to eat on the boat. In the evening we had dinner at the amazing restaurant and bar Hosokawa. We told them about our purple theme and they completely adjusted everything to a complete purple experience, like with purple cocktails, flowers, menus and many more. When making a reservation at a restaurant, it is very important to consider everyone's dietary needs. So make sure to ask each group member before making the reservations about their special needs. This way you can let the restaurant know when you're making the reservations, and they in turn can provide you with the best experience possible. If there's anything you'd like, don't shy away from asking about the possibilities. Most restaurants will do everything they can to give you an experience as pleasurable as possible. Keep in mind that sometimes special requests do require an additional fee. Also ask them about this to avoid unexpected costs. After dinner we wanted to go to a club. However, the clubs don't open until like 11ish, so to pre-game and kill some time, we went to a karaoke bar. We went to 24K karaoke and it was so much fun. After the karaoke bar, we went clubbing at Mad Fox, where we had a table and partied all night long. That was also so much fun and the perfect closure for our fun day. Mad Fox is closed down now, but if you want to go clubbing, there are so many other clubs in Amsterdam to consider, which will also be so much fun. Just make sure to book your table or buy your tickets beforehand, and also look up the dress code so that you won't be disappointed when you arrive. You can also let the club know about any preferences or wishes, although these might come at an additional fee as well. Once you've planned all of your activities, it's time for you to start thinking about transportation. Now, if all of you are living in the Netherlands, then all you have to think about is transportation from and to every activity. Now, if you don't live in the Netherlands, you're going to have to book flights, or in some cases train tickets and hotel rooms. Train tickets are most of the time widely available, but the cost and availability of flights change very quickly, and therefore it's so important to book them as soon as possible. Can you imagine having the whole day planned and not being able to get there? That would be a nightmare. There are many hotels available in Amsterdam, but some periods might be busier than others, so take that into consideration when you're booking your hotel rooms. When planning your transportation in the Netherlands, it's very important to see what your starting point and ending point will be. Don't ever drive yourself if you plan on drinking. It is not safe for you or for anyone else. Parking and driving in Amsterdam is an absolute nightmare. It will literally take hours of your day. So walking, cycling, taking cabs or Ubers, or sometimes even a boat is the best way to get around in Amsterdam. Make sure that every girl of your group gets back home or to the hotel safely by the end of the night. Check to see if they are safe and sound. I made cab reservations the day before so that we always had a cab waiting for us to take us wherever we needed to be. So by this point you're almost done organizing the whole bachelorette party. However, there are some other things to consider. For example, decorations. Where and when do you want to use decorations? Are you going to buy them yourself and decorate a place by yourself? You can do this online. Most of the times this is cheaper, but also you can hire someone to decorate a place for you. Some locations can adjust their decorations for you or can add special touches. However, you must discuss this with them prior to the party, and it might come at an additional cost. Another thing to think about are goodie bags. Are you gonna give everyone a goodie bag, or are you gonna give everyone just a little something to remember the day by? Now, if you're gonna do any of those, then it's good to think of where are you getting the insides of the goodie bag from, or the little gift. How much can it cost? Will you pay for it, or will you take it out of the group budget? And also take into consideration the rest of the day. If you're gonna be walking a lot, then carrying a heavy goodie bag is maybe not a very smart thing to do. Also, drinks and tips. Booze usually costs more than non-alcoholic drinks, and you don't always know how much people are gonna drink. So keep that in mind when planning your budget, and also leave some space in your budget for tips wherever needed. And finally, it's a very smart thing to always carry around a little bit of extra cash for unexpected costs. For example, 50-cent coins for whenever you need to use the bathroom, or for when you need to use or buy water bottles. You never know. So I think this is going to be a very long video, but I hope it will help you a little bit more with organizing the most fun bachelorette ever. I've also written all of the information down and posted it on my blog for you to print out and have it at hand whenever you need it. I will put the link in the description box down below, so make sure to go check it out. And just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the day, have fun and be happy. You'll be creating memories that will last a lifetime. So thank you so much for watching. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!